Still plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And they drop him for a loss. But penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
There's the first carry of the game from Barry Sanders. His burst, his bounce, absolutely iconic. That guy moves in directions most people aren't able to do.
Career rushing yards are crazy, over 15,000, and the only player with 5 1,500-yard seasons. Just incredible. To throw, Young toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Young hitting Moss on third down, and the Madden Legends are able to convert.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Young with the give to Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Young. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries, but he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. The third down throw incomplete by Steve Young. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. He knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by LILM0USE, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, 32 yards. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Shedding through the defense. Still on his feet. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's a space here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Second. Quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie White. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And shedding through the tackle. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And give him a gain of 37. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Brooks. The 40, the 30, 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting. And then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession. Football, 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to look really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. Even before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run with Barry Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Steve Young. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Madden Legends first down, Young to Moss. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On the carry, here's Sanders. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I remember playing it from a safety's perspective. When you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside, and it's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up the yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Ware leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Ron Woodson.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank. Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. 5-yard line. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. They're piecing together a night. Drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive on the road. You've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, He's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Flushed out right. Got some room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll give a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Incomplete, over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Buying time to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now, these two teams, Ravens and Jags, they met last year, week 3 in London. It was the Jags who really poured it on in that one, winning 44-7. 4 touchdown passes from Blake Bortles, 3 of which went to his tight end, Mercedes Lewis. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Sliding out of the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back to throw now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. The turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Punch right, punch right, punch right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins.
Here we go.
Right side.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles now on 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. Room to run past midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football. You have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
I think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Bortles to throw on second down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Offside, defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 6 there on the first down play. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Bortles got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that? Ampersand? I like it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, they're going option left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
380.
On second down, here's Fournette. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Bortles. Into the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he finds Kenneth Dixon. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's third down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Bortles to the former Jet, Seferian-Jenkins for the Jags first down. They got exactly what they needed there.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Bortles to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bortles going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone! Gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Fighting to stay upright. What is this? And now this is going to be a safety. Oh, my goodness, in the final minute. Down. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still
under pressure, and they got to him again. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room at the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards that.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boyd with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What can Bortles do now with his drive? That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bortles now on the option left side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, here's second and 7. On play action, it's Bortles. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Holding, offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. To throw is Bortles. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will be taken at the 13.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you...
This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized.
No introduction really necessary. Get your message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till a million need matter. Yep, like in the Kango Anna. New Cadillac with an all-gold hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Break bread, a fake dead, a bit, they hate that. 50 million a year, that make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, trapping weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown, get down with a on me and a half a blame it by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if we kept gon' go. See me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live today rapping back, caring them about what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up the zeros, certified neighborhood heroes. You can Try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Rolling down by 2. We're going to go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. High formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Say, with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts. Till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny. Till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise another day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the railroad bar. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge a steady deck and clown. We chase the meal so we can put that down. Top when we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. For all of what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real boy veteran. Boy academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid, still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black, get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, now lacing no beamer, I'm buying no counter, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggers, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nazi. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring out your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling, got been counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still spin the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
This is Madden 19.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they steal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff in the set.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They get it to him running left. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mariota now. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So Makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. To pass, Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Passing play, Flacco. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now look at 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. And a loose football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Third and long here for Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle from 3 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that might be Titan football. It is. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Stays on his feet. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Mariota, and he's got room. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe yeah, the ball is knocked out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Second down, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. First down, Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw
Free kick out of
correct?
bounds.
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw is incomplete. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Busting free at the 10. Sheds another. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Collins. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro safety Kevin Byard there on the coverage for Tennessee.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And they're running right through it.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Fighting through pressure. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Walker showing the power. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
First down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw is Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Mariota now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Throwing is Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daquan Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Leopard! Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mariota hands to Henry, and he stopped immediately there.
Let's go.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Mariota here to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.